Thrive Pass 65. 8. Simple body cues for a longer life. Opening, a life-changing question. Imagine you're 65 sipping coffee as the sun rises, laughing with your grandkids, or strolling through a park. These moments feel precious, don't they? But here's a thought. What if your body's quietly telling you how many more of these moments you'll have? Not through fancy medical scans, but in everyday things. The pep in your step, the firmness of your handshake, the warmth of a shared meal. I'm Dr. Michael Harper, a doctor with over 30 years helping folks live longer, fuller lives. Welcome to Ageless Living 360, where today we're diving into 8 simple body cues that reveal your life expectancy. Let me share a quick story. Early in my career, I met Grace, a 68-year-old who thought her slowing walk meant her best days were behind her. We worked on small changes, brisk walks, better sleep, and within a year, she was dancing at her granddaughter's wedding. Grace taught me that our bodies speak, and when we listen, we can thrive. That's what this video's about: listening, acting, and living better. These cues aren't guesses. They're backed by decades of science and stories from people across the globe, people like you, ready to make every year count. Stick with me for the next half hour, because one of these cues might just spark a change that transforms your life. So, grab a notebook, maybe a cup of tea, and let's explore what your body's saying right now. Oh, and before we start, what's one thing you love doing at your age? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear. Why these cues matter. After 65, health isn't just dodging illness. It's about staying vibrant, climbing stairs without huffing, remembering your neighbor's name, feeling connected to your community. Studies from places like the National Institute on Aging show that simple signs, like how fast you walk or how well you sleep, predict how long you'll live better than many blood tests. These cues are like your body's dashboard, showing what's strong and where you can improve. The best part? You don't need a lab coat to work on them, just a few small, everyday changes. What you'll discover. I'll walk you through each cue, sharing science that's easy to get and stories of folks who've turned their health around. You'll hear about people like Min, who got his zip back at 72, and Elena, who found joy at 80. I'll give you practical tips, exercises, foods, habits to make these cues shine. By the end, you'll have a personal plan to live not just longer, but with energy, purpose, and a big smile. My promise to you, as a doctor, I've seen patients rewrite their stories. A weaker grip, a restless night. They're not dead ends. They're starting points. Whether you're 66 or 86, every choice you make today builds a stronger tomorrow. So, let's do this together. Ready? Here's the first cue. Keep Sign wall 1. Your walking speed stays strong. What it means. A brisk walk tells you a lot. It means your heart's pumping strong, your muscles are holding up, and your brain's keeping you steady. Research shows faster walkers live longer, with each bit of speed adding years. If your steps are slowing, it might hint at tired muscles or a heart working harder than it should. But here's the good news. You can get that spring back. Why it matters. Walking's more than getting from A to B. It's your body's way of saying, I've got this. A strong pace keeps your heart healthy, your joints loose, and your mood up. Plus, it's free, no gym membership needed. When I see patients shuffle, I know it's time to act, because a slower walk can mean bigger challenges down the road. But with a little effort, you can turn it around, just like Min did. Min's story. Min, a 72-year-old from Hanoi, loved his morning market trips, but he started lagging, stopping every few stalls to catch his breath. I felt old, he told me at a checkup. His walk was slower than most his age, Not dangerously so, but enough to notice. We made a plan. 20-minute walks each day, picking up the pace for a minute here and there, plus simple leg exercises like chair squats, sitting down and standing up 10 times, 3 rounds. I also suggested comfy shoes to ease his knees. 6 months later, Min was zipping through the market, haggling with vendors like old times. "I'm back," he laughed, his eyes bright with energy. Sarah's journey. Then there's Sarah, a 70-year-old from Chicago I worked with last year. She loved park walks with her dog Max, but noticed she couldn't keep up with him anymore. "He'd tug, and I'd stumble," she said. We started small, 15-minute walks around her block, adding short bursts of faster steps. She also tried standing on her toes 15 times a day to strengthen her calves. By spring, Sarah was outpacing Max, tossing his ball with a grin. "I feel like I'm 60 again," she told me. Sarah's story shows it's never too late to pick up the pace. The takeaway. Your walking speed's a clue to your health, and it's one you can change. Min and Sarah prove that a little effort brings back vitality. More walks, more life. What science says. Walking's like a daily checkup. It gets your heart pumping, which lowers blood pressure and keeps arteries clear. It strengthens leg muscles so you're less likely to fall. And it even boosts your brain, helping you think clearer. One study found that folks who walk briskly, like they're late for a bus, tend to live 5 to 7 years longer than those who shuffle. That's powerful, and it's all in your control how to boost it. Time yourself walking 10 meters, about the length of a living room. Aim for 8 to 10 seconds. Walk 20 minutes a day, mixing in 1-minute bursts of faster steps, like you're catching a friend. Try leg exercises. Stand up from a chair 10 times, 3 rounds, or do calf raises, up on your toes, 15 times. Wear supportive shoes, like sneakers with good cushioning, to protect your joints. And eat protein-rich foods. Think eggs, chicken, or beans, to keep muscles strong. Drink plenty of water, about 8 glasses a day, to stay flexible. Track your walks weekly. Maybe jot down how far you go or how you feel. Quick tip, make it fun. Stroll to a favorite cafe or park, maybe with a friend. Carry a light bag, say a couple of books, to work your core. Time your walk each week to see if you're getting faster. Afterward, have a protein snack, like a hard-boiled egg or a smoothie, to help your muscles recover. Let's pause and reflect. Before we move on, think about your walks. Do you feel steady and strong, or are you pausing more than you'd like? No judgment, it's just a starting point. Drop a quick note in the comments about your walking routine. I'll read every one. Now, let's check out the next cue. Check-in. Sign 2. You balance on one leg for 10 seconds. What it means. Standing on one leg isn't just a party trick. It shows your muscles, balance, and brain are working together. Studies say if you can't hold it for 10 seconds, your fall risk doubles, which can affect how long you stay active. But here's the thing. Balance is like a muscle. You can build it up. Why it matters. Good balance keeps you safe, whether you're stepping over a curb or chasing a grandkid. Falls are a big deal after 65. They can lead to injuries that slow you down. I've seen patients go from wobbly to rock solid with a bit of practice, and it's a game changer for confidence and independence. Aisha's story. Isha, a 69-year-old from Lagos, used to wobble when putting on her shoes, terrified she'd fall. "I felt so unsteady," she told me. At a checkup, she could only balance for 4 seconds. I suggested a Tai Chi class, starting with a chair for support, slow, gentle moves to build strength. Aisha practiced daily, just 30 seconds per leg. Within months, she was holding steady for 15 seconds and gardening without fear. I feel solid again, she smiled, showing me her steady stance. James turned around. Then there's James, a 67-year-old from Miami I met recently. He loved fishing but kept tripping on his boat's deck. I thought it was just age, he said. We tested his balance. He managed 6 seconds before wobbling. I gave him a simple routine. Stand on one leg while holding a counter, then try heel-to-toe walking, like on a tightrope. He added yoga stretches from a free online class. By summer, James was steady for 20 seconds and casting lines without a hitch. I'm not falling anymore, he said, proud as can be. Takeaway balance is your body's way of saying, I'm still here. Aisha and James show you can rebuild it, staying safe and free to do what you love. What science says. Balance is a team sport. Your muscles hold you up, your inner ear keeps you level, and your brain ties it all together. As we age, these systems slow a bit, but practicing balance exercises wakes them up. One study found that folks who worked on balance cut their fall risk by nearly half. That means more years hiking, dancing, or just walking your dog without worry. How to boost it? Try standing on one leg for 10 seconds per side. Hold a counter or chair if you need. Practice 30 seconds daily, switching legs, maybe while waiting for coffee. Walk heel to toe like a tightrope for 10 steps, arms out for stability. Clear your home of trip hazards like loose rugs or cords. Do a gentle yoga pose like tree pose using a wall for support. Eat calcium-rich foods, yogurt, kale, or milk to keep bones strong. Then, to check your glasses. Clear vision helps you stay steady. Quick tip, balance while brushing your teeth. Hold the sink at first, then try without. It's a daily habit that adds up. After, grab a handful of almonds or a glass of milk for bone health. Track how long you can balance each week. Shoot for a few extra seconds. Your thoughts? How's your balance lately? Can you stand steady or do you feel a bit shaky? Share in the comments. It's a great way to connect with others on this journey. Next up, let's talk about your grip. Sign 3. Your grip stays firm. What it means. A strong grip isn't just for opening jars. It shows your muscles and heart are in good shape. Research says a weaker grip can raise health risks, but strengthening it is easier than you think. Why it matters. Your hands do so much, carrying groceries, hugging family, fixing things. A firm grip means you're ready for life's tasks. When patients tell me they're dropping things, I know it's time to build strength because weak hands can signal bigger issues. But with a little work, you can hold on tight again. Carlos's story. Carlos, a 71-year-old from Mexico City, found jar lids tough after retiring. My hands felt useless, he said. His grip was weaker than average for his age. I suggested squeezing a stress ball, 15 times per hand, 3 sets, and lifting light weights, like a 2-pound dumbbell. He also started gardening, digging, and pulling weeds. A year later, Carlos was back to woodworking, crafting a chair for his porch. My hands are alive, he grinned, showing me his latest project. Lisa's breakthrough. Lisa, a 69-year-old from Seattle, had a similar story. She loved knitting but noticed her needles slipping. It was frustrating, she told me. Her grip wasn't where it should be. We set up a plan. Squeeze a tennis ball while watching TV, carry a small grocery bag daily, and eat more fish for muscle health. 6 months in, Lisa was knitting scarves for her whole family, her hands steady and strong. I'm making gifts again, she said, beaming. Takeaway. Your grip's a sign of your body's power. Carlos and Lisa show you can rebuild it, opening doors, literally and figuratively. What science says. Your grip's like a health report card. Strong hands mean strong muscles, which protect your bones and heart. Weak grips can hint at muscle loss or even heart strain, but exercises wake those muscles up. One study found that folks with better grips were less likely to have heart trouble. Pretty amazing for something as simple as a handshake. How to boost it? Squeeze a tennis ball or stress ball 15 times per hand, 3 sets daily. Lift a 2-pound weight or a full water bottle for wrist curls, 10 reps, 3 sets. A garden, carry bags, or knit to work your hands naturally. Eat foods with vitamin D, like salmon, eggs, or fortified cereal to support muscles. Test your grip monthly. See how long you can hold a heavy bag, aiming for a bit longer each time. Stay hydrated. 8 glasses of water a day keep muscles flexible. Try hand stretches. Open and close your fists 10 times to loosen up. Quick tip. Keep a stress ball by your couch. Squeeze it during your favorite show. After, snack on yogurt or a boiled egg to feed your muscles. Note how your hands feel week by week. Are they getting stronger? Let's check in. How's your grip? Can you open jars easily, or is it a struggle? Pop a comment below with your thoughts. It's amazing how sharing sparks ideas. Ready for the next cue? Let's talk sleep. Chapin. Sign 4. You wake up rested. What it means. Waking up refreshed means your body's healing while you sleep, fixing muscles, clearing brain fog, balancing energy. Studies show poor sleep raises risks for heart issues and memory trouble, but good rest is something you can build. Why it matters. Sleep's your body's reset button. It keeps you sharp, happy, and ready for the day. I've had patients come in exhausted, thinking it's just age, but often, a few tweaks, like cutting evening coffee, make a huge difference. Good sleep isn't a luxury, it's a must for thriving. May's story. May, a 67-year-old teacher from Shanghai, woke up tired every day, even after 8 hours in bed. I felt foggy, she said. A sleep study showed mild apnea, a common issue where breathing pauses at night. I suggested a CPAP machine to help her breathe, plus no screens after 9 p.m. and 15 minutes of morning sunlight. Within 3 months, May was waking up clear-headed, teaching her classes with new energy. I'm sharp again, she said, her students noticing the change. Mary's renewal. Mary, a 66-year-old from Boston, had a different challenge. She'd toss and turn, stressed about family matters. I'd lie awake for hours, she told me. We worked on a bedtime routine, a warm bath, a short meditation app, and keeping her room cool and dark. She also cut back on late snacks. By spring, Mary was sleeping soundly, waking up ready to garden. I've got my mornings back, she said, showing me her blooming roses. To take away, great sleep's a cornerstone of health. May and Mary prove you can rest better with simple changes, giving you more energy for life. What science says, sleep's like a nightly tune-up. It helps your heart rest, lowers stress, and cleans out brain clutter that clouds thinking. One study found that people getting 7 to 8 hours of good sleep had stronger hearts and sharper minds than those who skimped. Even better, fixing sleep can cut your stress and boost your mood. Pretty powerful for just closing your eyes. How to boost it. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Set a regular bedtime, like 10 p.m. Skip coffee, tea, or soda after 2 p.m. to avoid jitters. Spend 15 minutes in morning sunlight, maybe with your breakfast, to reset your body clock. Make your bedroom a sleep haven. Dark curtains, cool temp around 65 degrees, and no noise. Try a relaxing trick. Tense and relax your toes, working up to your head before bed. Limit heavy meals or alcohol 3 hours before sleep. They can wake you up. See a doctor if you snore loudly or feel tired despite sleeping. It could be apnea. Quick tip: create a cozy wind down. Dim lights at 8 p.m., read a light book, and sip chamomile tea. In the morning, step outside for a quick stretch while sipping coffee. Keep a sleep journal for a week. Note when you sleep and how you feel waking up. A vitamin C snack, like an orange, after waking boosts your day. Your turn. How's your sleep lately? Do you wake up ready to go, or are you dragging? Share a quick comment. I'm curious to hear your story. Next, let's talk about enjoying your food. Chapter 1. Sign 5. You enjoy your meals. What it means. Looking forward to meals says your digestion, hormones, and mood are in sync. Research shows losing your appetite can signal health trouble, but you can bring that joy back. Why it matters. Food's more than fuel. It's connection, memory, celebration. When patients tell me they're skipping meals, I worry because it can mean stress, illness, or even loneliness. But sparking your appetite again can lift your whole body and spirit, like it did for Priya. Priya's story. Priya, a 74-year-old from Mumbai, stopped enjoying food after losing her husband. It tasted flat, she said, dropping pounds she didn't mean to. I suggested a cooking class, nothing fancy, just learning to mix spices like turmeric and cumin. Eating with new friends, Priya found her spark. She's now hosting family dinners, serving curries with a smile. Food's my heart again, she told me, her table full of laughter. Tom's rediscovery. Tom, a 73-year-old from Denver, had a similar dip. He'd eat alone, picking at leftovers. I just wasn't hungry, he said. We tried a new approach, joining a community potluck and adding flavors like garlic to his meals. He also walked before dinner to stir his appetite. Soon, Tom was bringing chili to share, savoring every bite. I look forward to meals now, he said, his energy back. Takeaway. Your appetite's a sign of life's joy. Priya and Tom show you can rekindle it, feeding your body and soul. What science says. Eating well keeps your muscles strong, your immune system ready, and your mood steady. When you enjoy food, your body gets the nutrients it needs to stay active. One study found that folks who ate regular, tasty meals had better strength and fewer sick days. Losing appetite can slow you down, but simple fixes, like eating with others, bring it back fast. How to boost it. Notice if you're excited for meals. Track your eating for 3 days. Spice up dishes with herbs, basil, cilantro, or a squeeze of lemon. Share meals with family, friends, or a local group like a church potluck. Take a 15-minute walk before eating to wake up your hunger. Try new recipes, maybe a soup or stir-fry to keep things fun. Eat zinc-rich foods like nuts or shrimp to boost taste buds. Check with a doctor if food tastes off. It could be teeth or meds. Quick tip: plan a flavor night. Cook something new like spicy tacos with a friend or neighbor. Walk 10 minutes first to get hungry, then eat slowly, enjoying each bite. Sip ginger tea after to settle your stomach. Write down one meal you loved this week. It's a great way to notice progress. What about you? Do you love your meals, or has food lost its charm? Comment below with a dish you enjoy. I might try it myself. Let's move to the next cue, handling stress. Chapter. Sign 6. You handle stress calmly. What it means. Staying calm under pressure keeps your heart and brain healthy. Studies show stress can speed up aging, but learning to ease it adds years and peace. Why it matters. Life throws curveballs, traffic jams, family worries, you name it. How you handle them matters. I've seen stress wear patients down, raising blood pressure or stealing sleep. But I've also seen folks like John turn it around, finding calm that changes everything. John's story. John, a 76-year-old from London, used to snap at small stuff. Spilled tea, slow drivers. It got to me, he admitted. A heart scare pushed him to try mindfulness. Just 10 minutes of deep breathing daily, inhaling for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8. Now, John stays steady, even in chaos, and mentors others at a community center. I'm in control, he said, his blood pressure way down. Linda's calm. Linda, a 71-year-old from Atlanta, had her own stress battle. Bills piled up, and she'd lie awake worrying. My heart raced, she told me. We set up a routine, 5-minute meditations from an app, a daily park walk, and journaling her thoughts. Linda also joined a book club, chatting with friends to lift her mood. Months later, she was sleeping better, smiling more. I've found my peace, she said, flipping through her journal. Takeaway stress doesn't have to win. John and Linda show calm's a skill you can learn, making life lighter and longer. What science says. Stress revs up your body too much, and it wears out your heart, clouds your mind, even weakens your defenses. But calming techniques like breathing or walking lower stress hormones fast. One study found that folks who managed stress well had hearts that age slower. Think of it as a fountain of youth in your breath. How to boost it. Rate your stress, 1 to 10. Try to lower it each week. Breathe deeply. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7. Exhale 8 for 5 minutes daily. Walk 10 minutes in a park or quiet spot. Nature's a stress buster. Write down one worry and a fix, like, I'm stressed about bills. I'll make a budget. Talk to a friend or therapist. Sharing lightens the load. Try a meditation app like Calm, starting with short sessions. Get 7 hours of sleep. Tired brains stress more. Quick tip. Find a quiet corner, light a candle, and breathe deeply for 5 minutes. Sip green tea, it's calming, and jot down one stress and how you'll tackle it. Maybe call a friend after. Track your stress weekly. See if that number drops, even a little. Your stress check. What stresses you out most right now? How do you calm down? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your tricks. Next, let's keep your mind sharp. Sign 7. Your mind stays sharp. What it means. A clear mind, remembering names, following conversations, signals a healthy brain. Studies say good memory lowers health risks, keeping you active longer. Why it matters. Your brain's your command center. When it's sharp, you feel confident, connected, alive. I've had patients panic over forgotten keys, thinking it's the end. But small habits, like learning or moving, can keep your mind humming, just like Fatima's. Fatima's story. Fatima, a 73-year-old from Casablanca, started forgetting names, scared it was serious. It shook me, she said. I suggested an art class, nothing heavy, just sketching for fun. Painting daily, her memory came back strong. Now she teaches teens, recalling every student's name. My mind's alive, she said, holding up a colorful canvas. Robert Spark. Robert, a 70-year-old from Portland, faced his own memory slips. I'd blank on appointments, he told me. We tried puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, 15 minutes a day, plus walks to boost his brain. He also joined a local history club, debating old stories. Within a year, Robert was scheduling club events without a hitch. I'm on top of things, he said, grinning over a puzzle. Takeaway: a sharp mind builds a strong life. Fatima and Robert show you can keep it quick with fun challenges. What science says: your brain loves activity. Learning new things or moving your body grows connections like wires in a computer. One study found that folks who stayed curious, reading, puzzling, chatting, had clearer thinking years later. Exercise helps too, sending blood to your brain to keep it young. It's like fertilizer for your thoughts. How to boost it? Test your memory. Try recalling 5 items after 10 minutes, like a grocery list. Learn something new, painting, a language, or guitar for 30 minutes a week. Walk 20 minutes daily. It's like a brain vitamin. Eat brain foods, berries, walnuts, or spinach to fight fog. Join a book club or trivia night for lively talks. Play games, crosswords, Sudoku, or apps like Lumosity for 15 minutes daily. Sleep 7 hours. A tired brain forgets more. Quick tip: spend 15 minutes sketching or learning a new word, maybe through an app like Duolingo. Then take a 20-minute walk. Snack on blueberries or a walnut mix afterward. Before bed, jot down 3 things you learned today. It locks them in. Check your memory monthly. Can you recall more? Your mind story. How's your memory feeling? Any tricks to stay sharp? Share in the comments. I'm all ears. One last cue. Let's talk connection. Shish. Sign Shear 8. You stay connected. What it means. Friends and family keep you healthy. Research says strong bonds cut health risks in half, like quitting smoking. Connections, your body's best friend. Why it matters. Loneliness can hit hard after 65, sapping energy and mood. But even small moments, a call, a laugh, lift you up. I've seen patients light up when they reconnect, their health following suit. It's powerful stuff. Elena's story. Elena, an 80-year-old from Rome, felt empty after losing her spouse. Days dragged, she said. I suggested a local choir. Singing's a great way to bond. Weekly rehearsals gave her purpose. Now she hosts sing-alongs for neighbors. I'm never lonely, she said, her voice strong at a community event. Nancy Circle Nancy, a 77-year-old from San Diego, felt cut off after moving to a new town. I miss my old friends, she told me. We found a knitting group at her library, just a few folks chatting over yarn. Nancy started sharing stories, then hosted a coffee meetup. A year later, her calendar's full of lunches and calls. I've got my people, she said, knitting a scarf for a friend. Takeaway community's medicine for your heart and soul. Elena and Nancy show every connection counts, big or small. What science says. Hanging out with others lowers stress, boosts your mood, even strengthens your immune system. One study found that people with close ties lived up to 10 years longer than those alone. It's not about having tons of friends, just a few good ones who make you smile. How to boost it. Check if you're chatting with 2 or 3 people a week. Calls or meetups count. Call a friend or relative. Schedule a weekly catch-up, maybe over tea. Join a club, gardening, singing, or cards at a local center or online. Volunteer a couple hours a week. Try a food bank or pet shelter. Say hi to neighbors, baristas, or shopkeepers. Small talks add up. Host a simple get-together, like a game night or coffee morning. Use video calls for far-away family. Seeing faces feels great. Quick tip. Make a connection plan. Call a friend this week. Join a local group, maybe a book club. Host a potluck. Bring a favorite dish. Keep a journal and note one interaction that warmed your heart, like a good laugh. Check weekly. Are you connecting more? Your connections. Who's in your circle right now? What's one way you love staying close? Drop it in the comments. Let's inspire each other. That's all 8 cues. Let's wrap this up. Closing. Your plan to thrive, these 8 cues, walking, balance, grip, sleep, appetite, stress, memory, connection, are your body's roadmap to a longer, better life. They're not locked in, they're doors to open. Min's faster steps, Elena's choir, Fatima's art, Aisha's steady stance, they all started small and ended big. You can too. Let's break it down with 3 key lessons. Listen closely. Your body's talking. A slow walk or foggy mind is a nudge to act, not a defeat. Start simple. 5 minutes of balance, a quick call, a deep breath. Small moves add up fast. Build together. Share your goals with friends, family, or our Ageless Living 365 community. We're stronger side by side. Try this self-check. Here's a quick way to tune in. Grab a pen and rate each cue, 1 to 5. 1's needs work, 5's rocking it. Walking. Are you brisk or pausing a lot? Balance. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds? Grip. Is opening jars easy or tough? Sleep. Do you wake refreshed most days? Appetite. Are meals a joy or a chore? Stress. Are you calm or frazzled? Memory. Is your mind sharp or cloudy? Connection. Got a few good friends to lean on. Don't stress about low scores. They're just starting points. Pick one cue to work on this week. Maybe walking faster or calling a friend. Track it for 7 days. Jot down what you do and how you feel. You'll be amazed at the difference. For example, try this weekly plan. Monday, walk 20 minutes, adding a 1-minute sprint. Tuesday, balance 30 seconds per leg while making tea. Wednesday, squeeze a stress ball during TV time. Thursday, set a 10 p.m. bedtime, no screens after 9. Friday, cook a tasty dish, maybe grilled fish, and eat with someone. Saturday, breathe deeply for 5 minutes to ease stress. Sunday, call a friend and plan a puzzle night. Mix and match these, or make your own. The key's doing something every day, even for a few minutes. What to do next? Which cue speaks to you? Maybe you're ready to stride like Min, stay steady like Aisha, or connect like Elena. Comment below with one you'll try this week, like, I'll walk faster for 20 minutes, or I'll join a club. I read every comment, and your story might inspire someone else. Subscribe to Ageless Living 365 and hit the bell. We share tips like these every week to help you thrive. Share this video with someone you care about, a friend, parent, sibling. Maybe watch it together and pick a cue to try as a team. One last thought. I've seen so many patients change their lives by listening to these cues. People like you, taking small steps to big wins. Your body's talking right now, full of possibility. Listen, act, and watch yourself thrive. You've got everything you need. Let's make these years your best yet.